Donald Trump was talking at his Black History Month kickoff event about Nicki Minaj, who's recently been very vocal of her support for him. And here is how he decided to speak about her.
From jazz to the blues, that you do get recognition for. Jazz, the blues, from rock and roll to rap, black artists like Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters. How about Nicki Minaj? Do we love Nicki Minaj? Right? I love Nicki Minaj. She was here a couple of weeks ago. She's so beautiful. Her skin's so beautiful. I said, Nicki is so beautiful. Her nails are like that long. I said, Nicki, are they real? She said, she didn't want to get into that. But she was so beautiful and so great. And she gets it, more importantly, frankly, she gets it.
She gets it. He means she's on board. So she's acceptable. She's on board, so we'll be nice to her, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna talk about her like she's some strange doll I came across in an antique store or something. I'm not gonna talk about her like she's a human. She's just this weird specimen where I'm looking at her skin and then I'm looking at her nails and I'm sort of dissecting it in a weird way. But she's acceptable. Oh, we love Nicki, don't we? We love Nicki. Yeah? Name one of her songs. Not just you, Trump. Literally any one of the people in the room right there. Name one of her songs. And by the way, I can't either, but I'm not claiming that I love her or whatever. Don't pretend that you cared about her before she started talking favorably about you. And don't pretend that if she were to waver a little bit and maybe she was into a Democrat or something, that you wouldn't immediately throw her under the bus. Don't pretend that you care about her as a person, as an individual, as a member of the Black community, whatever. You like her temporarily so long as she signs up with your cult, and that's it. Tehran, what do you think?
Well, I do think that Nicki Minaj being on board has a lot to do with Trump's favoritism, but I would see that Trump could be a Nicki Minaj fan before based on her outfits and her demeanor, but not his fan base. I don't think that they've actually watched anything. They've never listened to Bang Bang or Anaconda or watched those videos, because if they did, then maybe they wouldn't align with what they're calling their Christian right-wing conservative values. This is not the Nicki Minaj. The Nicki Minaj that they like is the one that is basically doing her part in the Trump bidding, basically playing that part. That's a lot of things that he likes it when you're on board. Never mind that unemployment in the Black community has exceeded 7%. Never mind the claims of him not being racist. Maybe he's not racist. Maybe he's just placist. Maybe he just needs everyone to know their place, and that place is under his thumb. And when you're under his thumb or in his cult, then you are one of the acceptable ones. We had a term for this, and especially since Black History Month, it's the house. And everyone else, if you don't know what I'm gonna say with the next word, just look in the comments.
I am not familiar with that term. That's what I would just say for the record. Anyway.
And you don't need to be. You don't need to be. The right people are, and they understood there's a house and there's a field. And these are a lot of the people in the house, and they're always like, yes, massa, we sick. And that's what's happening right now because they're all sick.
By the way, are artists just supposed to shut up and play music, or are they supposed to endorse politicians? Or is it that you don't actually have a principle and it's just case by case? Taylor Swift says that women should have autonomy over their body and she should shut up and just sing. Nicki Minaj says, I like Trump, and you're like, oh, she's the best person in the country. Is it that you don't have any principles? I'm pretty sure that that's actually what it is.